Welcome back to CanHammer, everybody, your source for 40k from the Great White North. I'm here tonight with Jeremy.
Oh, hi.
And we decided at the last minute to play a game tonight to practice for P&P 9, which is coming up in 6 weeks or so. I'm playing my brand new Genestealer Guard army, some of which is not painted, so apologies. But I want to see what's good before I spend all the time painting. And Jeremy's been tuning up his Tyranid list, which you have seen before defeat my Dark Angels parking lot. So up against a tight, good match tonight. So we'll come back with the army lists in a second. All right, here is my 2,000 points of Guard and Genestealer cult. This is an army that I'm just trying out to see what units I'd like and not like before I fully commit to painting it. So excuse me for the mortars that are not quite painted yet, and the scions, which are next up on my painting list. If you've been following my work in progress, you'll know that I just finished assembling these. I just primed them today. Leading the force is the company commander, this guy with the sword up. It's actually I believe that's a Strachan model. He's an officer, so he'll be carrying the relic Kurlov's Aquila, which on a 5+ gives me a command point every time my opponent uses a stratagem, which is awesome. His warlord trait is going to be the first one, Grand Strategist. This gives him a reroll, a single reroll in the game for hit, roll, wound, or save. But more importantly, every time I spend a command point on the 5-up, I get that command point back. So that is awesome. I'll be getting a lot of command points. So he's leading the force, company commander. He's joined by another company commander, this guy with the sword. And the officers of the force include the Commissar, Sergeant Harker, and a Premier Psyker. He's going to be rocking Smite as well as the Night Shroud power, which gives a unit -1 to hit. They'll be joined by 5 Ratlings. And for troops, we have 3 units of Scions, 2 plasma guns each, and 3 units of 20 conscripts right there. Catechins of the 183. They'll be joined by 3 Scout Sentinels, each with a las cannon. 3 heavy weapons teams, each with 3 mortars, and 2 manticores. In the Genestealer Cult detachment, which is a Vanguard detachment, they will have a Patriarch, a Primus, and 2 units of 16 Genestealers, Spear Strains, and 1 unit of 10 Spear Strains that have the Spear Strain Talons. And that is 2,000 points, just under, I think 1998. Command points, I have a Brigade and a Vanguard, so that gives me 3 for Battleforged, 9 for Brigades, so that's 12 points, and 1 for that, so it's 13 command points, and I'm going to be refunding them, so I don't think I'm ever going to run out of command points. I've got the new stratagem cards here ready to go, so I can remember to use those, and that's my army. Alright, Jeremy, so what you're bringing to this game?
Okay, so I've got the Swarm Lord in a pod.
Okay.
I've got 2 Brood Lords. This guy's going to be my Warlord.
Okay.
I've got...
This looks quite intimidating. There's just a mass of purple bodies.
Yeah. I've got 2 units of 25 Termagants.
Okay.
I've got 2 units of 20 Genestealers.
Okay.
I've got 2 units of 5 Hive Guard.
Okay.
And then 3 Venom Throws.
Alright. Okay, a nice little compact army there. Okay, and you got 6 command points?
7, because I've
7?
got the Battalion and the Vanguard.
Okay, cool. And what psychic powers are you rocking on your guys?
The Swarm Lord's going to have the Feel No Pain power and the Horror.
Okay.
I'll give this lead guy Feel No Pain as well, and he's going to have Onslaught.
Okay, and he's your Warlord, the kind of new style Patriarch model? Okay. Okay, cool. So we'll come back with the mission. All right. We're just playing mission. We rolled up for Capital City Bloodbath mission 5, which is the Relic and Spoils of War. So this is a Relic mission. Spoils of War is the 3 objectives every turn and 6 objectives placed, and you get you can steal secure objective X objectives. So, and then there's the tertiaries, including steal the loot, which is whoever you get an extra victory point if you end up with more objectives than your opponent. So we're just deploying up. It's hammer and anvil. Jeremy's on this side, I'm on the far side, and we're just deploying up, so we'll come back at the end of deployment. Forgot to mention where the objectives are. So objective 4 is here, objective 6 is there, and there's 4 objectives in this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So a bit of advantage there on the objectives placements. We are finished deployment now, so Jeremy has deployed all up on this line here, and holding those 2 objectives with his gaunts. And then I've deployed in this back corner with my tanks and my mortars and my conscript line. Sentinel over there, and where's the last sentinel? Oh, it's behind the building there. My rattlings on that building. And Scions and all my Genestealers in reserve. So we're going to go on and see who gets first turn. So Jeremy finished first, so he's going to get a +1 to the roll. Here we go. Oh, tied.
Oh boy.
6 again. All right. I get to go first. So yeah, I guess there's no reason for me not to go first. So I might as well take first turn then. And okay, Jeremy, you want to try and seize?
Yeah. Do you guys allow reroll at?
Yes.
Yeah. The ITC. Yeah. So I will seize. Let's be positive.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll burn a command point.
So on a 5-up, I get a command point for that? No. Okay, so there's a seize. So it seems to be a lot of rolling for the same thing, but so it will be in fact Tyranid's turn 1. Alright, Tyranid's turn 1. Objectives drawn, psychological warfare, so you have to make me fail morale. Secure objective 6, which is on this priority order, so your warlord has to do it. Right? Is that the one that says your warlord has to secure? Well, that's not going to happen because I have objective 6. And secure objective 2, which you actually have, I believe. I think that's this one here.
I've got 2 over there.
Okay, cool. End of movement phase. These gaunts are moving up. The Hive Guard have moved up. Those guys moved or didn't move? I can't remember.
They have not moved.
And this guy?
No, he's not really moved, I guess.
Okay. And Venomthorpe have moved up. This Venomthorpe has grabbed the relic. Is on his head there. This we're using this sort of Servile Skull model here. Genestealers have moved up there, and here Swarmlord has dropped in on the Tyrannocyte over there. And that's basically end of movement phase. So we're going to come back at the end of the turn and give you a recap. Okay, end of Tyranid turn 1. That Sentinel bit the dust as expected. This Sentinel took 2 wounds and did nothing back. And the Rattlings died. And that's about it. So first blood to Jeremy. And objective wise, so you didn't get this one, so I presume you'll be tossing that one.
Yeah.
You got objective 2 and you didn't get that one.
No.
Okay, so that's 1 point for the Tyranids. And so we'll come back at the top of Guard. Okay, end of Genestealer and Guard turn 1. Nothing here has moved. That Sentinel fell back from combat. The Primus and 16 Genestealers rolled a 1 and they're over there. These 10 Genestealers rolled a 5 and they're over here. And this 16 with the Patriot also rolled a 5 and they're over here. And that's basically it. My objectives for this turn are to try and kill something with the Astra Militarum vehicle. I need to hold 3 to 5 objectives with infantry, which I cannot do. And I need to kill something that's in his deployment zone with something in my deployment zone, which probably can't do, maybe. Okay, so we'll come back at the end of the turn. Okay, so end of Genestealer and Guard turn 1. We whittled this Genestealer unit down to just 4 guys left.
I would have piled it with these guys too, I forgot.
Yeah, these guys down, I think, like 5 or 6 guys. I think they have 11 guys left, 9 guys. I just failed to kill this Hive Guard unit. 1 guy left with 2 wounds on him. So I missed that objective, and I didn't do anything else. I took a bunch of wounds off the... I can't remember how many wounds I took off the Swarm Lord.
6.
And that's about it. So I didn't achieve any of my objectives. I'm actually going to discard 1, and then we'll come back at Tyranids turn 2. Okay, end of Tyranids turn 2. They've wiped out all the Genestealers and the Patriarch. And I think that's about it, eh?
Yeah, all my shooting whiffed.
Yeah, and Psychic Phase whiffed as well.
Whiffed.
Okay, so what you scored at the end of your turn, Jeremy?
I got the defend objective 1.
Okay. And
because I killed what, 2 Scion? 1 Scion?
well, actually, you don't get this till the end of my turn, but you'll get it anyway. And then
Well, it's the end of each player turn, isn't it?
yeah, so at the end of my turn, you'll get it, but same thing. Consecutive turns, so your turn, then my turn. Psychological warfare. Did I fail any morales? Nope.
Because I don't think they can.
No, they can't fail morale. And then Kingslayers kill the warlord. Yeah.
And I'll discard that one.
Okay. Cool. So we'll go on to Guard and Genestealers turn 2. End of Guard and Genestealers turn 2. That unit of Genestealers is gone. There's 4 left in that one. Swarmlord's gone, and the Tyranid's gone. And that Hive Guard is gone. Otherwise, yeah, that's about it. So I score... did that guy move out of his zone? He did, right?
Nope, he didn't.
He didn't?
So,
so I got that one?
Yeah, you got that one.
And I killed somebody with a vehicle. And I don't have objective 3, and you're going to steal that next turn. So at least I get something. Here we go. And so we'll go on to Tyranids turn 3. Okay, end of Tyranid turn 3. Those Genestealers just have 1 guy left. And I don't think anything else happened, eh?
No, my shooting all whiffed. Used a lot of stratagems to nerf my shooting with my Hive Guard. And I just moved everything back. Okay,
so and what do you score, Jeremy, this turn? So you made me fail in morale, so you get that one finally.
So I get this one.
You're gonna get this one, and you're not gonna get that one, so you'll probably discard that one, eh?
Because 4 is on yours, eh?
Yeah, that's the one where all my dudes are standing.
But then
you're gonna score that one.
That's next
at the end of my turn. Yeah. Okay. Cool. On to.
And I didn't score any of yours. You discarded them, eh?
Yeah. On to Guard and Genestealers. Well, Genestealer.
Turn 3.
You got this guy. Okay, so end of turn 3 for Genestealer and Guard. I killed those Genestealers, but this Broodlord tanked a whole bunch of fire and took no wounds.
Yeah.
I've killed this Hive Guard unit and killed some Gaunts, and that's about it. At the end of my turn, I scored this one because I gave 3 commands. So that's 1, and then I didn't kill Warlord, and score 1 victory point if you destroy an enemy unit controlling an objective. No, I did not. So, that's it. So, we will come back in turn 4. Alright.
You have the top.
No,
it's still, that's right.
Yeah. Okay, so that's end of turn to turn 4. I just killed some conscripts, and I took some wounds off of the Broodlord with my vicious traps. I actually took 3 mortal wounds, which is great. Otherwise, it's a full retreat for Tyranids. He scored secure objective 3 and has domination. Okay, so end of end of Guard turn 4. I killed this Gaunt unit and the Zoanthrope and the Broodlord. So I score Hammer the Emperor, kill a unit defending an objective, and I'm gonna drop this one, because then you could steal it from me, so I'm going to drop that one. Okay. And that's it. So on to top turn 5, Tyranids. Alright, bottom of turn 5, I've killed all the Gaunts. The Broodlord is the only thing left. I filled a 4, I've filled like a 5-inch charge with a reroll for that guy. Not that he would have killed anything, but... so I don't get domination, defend objective 1. I won't get unless the game goes on, and I did master the warp. So, you want to roll for the game there, Jeremy?
Yeah, I guess it is my roll, because I had the first turn. Nope, goes on.
Goes on, okay. Turn 6 for Tyranids. All right, so end of turn 6, and it ended. I managed to kill the Broodlord with my Manticores. No outrunning the Manticores. So, how do you think that went, Jeremy?
Yeah, it was tough with the Genestealers coming in, because you have to put a lot into Genestealers to take them down.
Yeah.
But because you've got so much other stuff, the Manticores and the mortars together are really good. And then you've just got a lot of bodies.
Yeah, I kind of use, like, in my experience of playing Genestealers, they do damage when they come in, and then they die.
Yeah,
but they're a 2 or 3 turn distraction.
Yeah.
But you have to be willing to lose them all. Like, they've never, ever... Actually, I do have this one guy left tonight who made it to the other end of the board. But that's rare. Usually they're all dead, and that's it. So it's kind of like an 800-point throwaway, which I'm not sure if that's good or not, but...
it depends what army you're fighting.
Yeah.
Because they can often lock stuff down, and then it can't shoot, and you keep piling into them. And
yeah. I also like that they changed the way you think when you deploy, because you have to account for them coming in.
Yeah, because they come in really quickly.
So, like, what I'm trying to do is get Genestealers as a threat, and then I'm trying to get the Sentinels because they have the scout move, and then the Ratlings, so that maybe I don't even need that many conscripts, because nothing's getting that close. But I need the troops anyway for a brigade. But the command point recycling thing is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Still, I only have 3 left though.
Yeah.
I used a lot of command points.
Well, you used,
I must have used
plus stratagems every turn because you got so many.
Yeah, I used a lot. I lost those stratagem card for some reason. So there's definitely adds to the power of the guard for sure.
Yeah, it's interesting. Do you have more tanks? More like Manticores that you could take?
Yeah, I've got another Manticore right here. I've got 3 Hellhounds.
I don't know if you need the Elysians.
The Scions?
The Scions, yeah.
I just like them. Like, in this game, I used them to try and take the Swarmlord out, and they did a decent job of that. But otherwise, I can drop them onto objectives. And again, it's just another thing that makes you think about when you deploy.
That's true.
And if there's nothing that I can alpha strike like that, then I could just drop them in turn 3 even, right? When people have lost their backline discipline.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I have them. They're a little bit more expensive now, which is why I took the command squads out, because those plasmas doubled in price to 13 points. So
might take out the Sentinels.
You didn't like Sentinels?
Yeah, they're not that great. Especially, how many points are they? Like, if you could turn those 3 Sentinels into another...
Oh, they're like 55 points.
If you could turn those 3 into another Manticore,
yeah,
that'd be good. Because they really didn't do a lot, but a Manticore can do a lot.
Yeah.
Strength 10 -2 D3 damage at wherever on the board is like a really good profile.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I'll need to replace them with some other fast attack, though.
Do you need... they're filling your...
filling my fast attack slot.
Yeah, I don't know what else you would take.
I could take Hellhounds, but they're more expensive.
Yeah, no, if you need to fill the brigade, then yeah.
Yeah, I thought about maybe just putting flamers on them, heavy flamers, because then they scout up. There's a stratagem here that lets them move 2d6 instead of shooting.
That would be better, because they'd be cheaper, I bet.
A little bit. Last cannons are only 20 points on guard.
Okay. Over the heavy flamers.
Heavy flamers are like 17.
Oh, okay, they're a lot. Wow.
Yeah, because they're just as good on guard as they are on anybody else. So because you don't have to roll the hit. So.
Well, that's where they're good, and then you've got that backline defense. Because they could have come in and just flamed my Genestealers.
And the Catechin Order is.
And anti-flyer.
That's true.
I would take flamers. Because then you can zip up.
Well, you know what I'm building here is. Like 16 flamer aggressors. Just for funsies, but okay. Well, cool. Well, thanks for watching, guys. And please follow us here on YouTube and Facebook, and consider supporting us on patreon.com/CanHammer. You get dice and T-shirts and free entry to our tournaments. So definitely worthwhile. And we'll see you next time.
Thanks for the game.